So I'm really starting to believe that Cyberpunk is going to have a very long and healthy life even after the expansion is released. Why, you ask? Well, let me tell you what, the modding community has been doing some insane things, especially related to the upcoming Netflix animated TV series Edgerunners. This is Cyberpunk 2077 Edgerunners. I'm sure you know about it by now, but I'm so hyped for this one because it's genuine, it's authentic. You could see that they've actually used Night City as their basis for building this world for Edgerunners. I'm so excited for this one. But anyway, there's some really cool stuff going on within the modding community related to Edgerunners. I'm going to talk about that here in just a moment. But also, a little bit later in the video, I'm going to talk about Starfield. Now, this one I am super hyped for. Stay tuned because tomorrow, June 12th, they're going to be revealing this game big time. So yeah, you know what? Let's dive into this right now. Hey everyone, what's happening? Open World Games here, and we have a lot to talk about related to Cyberpunk because they are doing some really cool stuff with Edgerunners. So let's first of all start out here with this post from Twitter. By the way, a very special thank you to Zawi, I believe it is. Hopefully I'm not butchering the name, but she has provided me also with some really cool thumbnail artworks, as you guys have probably seen on my channel here. But she commented and told me about this right here that is going on within the Cyberpunk community. We have Angie who says, super fun mod collab with Voss Vetimus and Small Sandua. We made Cyberpunk Edgerunners Lucy fit for the game, and you can download it. I'll throw all the download links and stuff in the description below, but check this out. We have Lucy from Cyberpunk Edgerunners, I kid you not, being added to Cyberpunk thanks to the power of modding and the modding community. So amazing work right there, and I hope honestly they continue to add in characters from Edgerunners into Cyberpunk 2077, and I think that CD Projekt Red really needs to take note here and pay attention to what the modding community is doing here, because I know a lot of you guys are gasping going, but this is not going to be on PlayStation, this is not going to be on Xbox, what about us? That's exactly what CD Projekt Red needs to pay attention to. I would love to see this sort of thing officially come to consoles, of course. Now here's some more credits. I believe there's further credits right here about the mod and who it's coming from. Right here. So yeah, just wanted to point that out as well, but they've done a fantastic job. And you know, Edgerunners itself, if we go to some of the shots from the actual trailer here, it looks so impressive, and Lucy looks downright freaking awesome. But yeah, these shots here of the city, I'm like, wait a second, that's Night City. I mean, they're not trying to imitate it. That is Night City. I was so blown away by this, and the community also took notice. Check this out right here. This says Edgerunners versus 2077 Night City comparison. As you could see, it is so crazy how accurate they got this. Look at this right here. This is the Netflix TV series, and then if we go to the game, look at that. It's near identical. I am so impressed. Here's a shot from the Netflix TV series Edgerunners, and then here's the game. Look at how accurate that is. Now there's some more shots in there. I'm going to throw those in the link down below, but that was actually posted by Rosamak82, so check that out. Kudos to them for noticing the attention to detail there in Edgerunners. I'm just like, I cannot freaking wait to watch this show. You have no idea. But anyway, let's keep going, shall we? Because we're going to talk more about the modding community, of course, and what they are doing. Check it out right here. Modders have finally done it. They've added flying cars, and this comes from XXL Peanuts. And as you can see here, they actually posted a short video showcasing some of the travels you can experience in your car. And of course, this is not on rails. This is a full-blown experience that you can actually control manually as well. So I'm super impressed by that. I'm going to actually dive into some of the mods here myself. I've had so much difficulties for some weird reason recently getting my mods working again, but I figured it out. I think I figured it out. So I'm excited to do some cool stuff related to mods here in the future. So look out for that. And yeah, let me know if you have tried the Flying Cars mod. Again, another mod that I hope officially comes to Cyberpunk here on PlayStation 5, you know, Xbox, PC, all platforms in an official capacity. That'd be amazing if they could pull that off, especially for expansion pack 1. But people are taking note that the modders are doing amazing things, and in some ways, you know, they're doing more than the actual developers themselves. CD Projekt says Cyberpunk is shaping up to be one of the best gaming experiences in gaming history. The modding community is just outstanding. You a modder? You reading this? Shout out to you, man. We love you. Don't mind me, just wanted to put it there. Yeah, it's really bringing new life into the game. It kind of reminds me what happened with Skyrim, with Fallout, and things like that, and it gets me super hyped up. Now, we do have an interesting theory about that missing skill tree from Cyberpunk. Many people have noted that. It's known as the 6th skill tree, but it's inactive. Will that be active for the expansion? Who knows? We'll have to wait and find out. But here's the theory. This one comes from Thick Firefighter, who says, I have a theory about the 6th skill tree. I believe that the 6th skill tree has been in front of our eyes since Act 2 began. I believe the 6th skill tree is intuition. I believe this because it is spoken about multiple times in the story, like where you're taking the elevator to Evelyn in the mission Automatic Love. It's an ability that Johnny Silverhand has, and Johnny Silverhand is directly linked to the relic, which is what the 6th skill tree is linked to. It works in conversation as a way to figure something out before it happens. Let me know what you guys think of this. Will they flesh out that 6th skill tree, you know, when we get to the expansion? That's going to be the big question. It seems like to me that perhaps they're going after a brand new character, according to leaks, of course. And it seems like they want to do a new story with that one. But I could be wrong. It would be nice to see that 6th skill tree built up, and they might just want to fully flesh out this game in every single way. So, hey, who knows? They may find a way to keep V alive. We'll have to wait and find out. Now, let's keep going, shall we? Let me know if any of you are like this right here. It says, am I the only one who struggled getting into this game but then fell in love with it? You know what? I was definitely that way with this game at first, and the prime reason, honestly, was because I was trying to play it at launch. And many of you have probably come into the scene after patch 1.5, which is just awesome. You don't have to deal with what we had to deal with, but it's an interesting read for sure about how it was kind of a difficult time getting into the game, and then once you finally get into it, it just flows so well. It's amazing. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about another game that I'm absolutely looking forward to, and that is Starfield. Let me know if you guys are hyped for the actual reveal tomorrow, June 12th. Apparently we're going to have the reveal tomorrow, June 12th, and then more extended stuff on June 14th. I will be covering it, so please come back and check out my videos. Cannot freaking wait. But the rumor here is that the showcase is 95 minutes. Actually, this is official. This comes from Aaron Greenberg. He says, also, since folks are asking, our showcase is running 95 minutes long. But what about Starfield? How much Starfield are we going to be seeing from that? Tom Henderson says Starfield will be 15 to 20% of the showcase tomorrow, which means about 15 minutes of showtime, which to me sounds about right, considering this is going to be a flagship title for both Bethesda and Microsoft and Xbox. So yeah, I would not expect anything less than 15 minutes. Will it be a full-blown gameplay demonstration? Maybe. It could be a mix of them on stage talking about the game and then presenting it for 10 minutes or something like that. And then we get more of an extended look on June 14th. But yeah, totally hyped for this one for sure. Alright, so now it's time to get into, you guessed it, your top comments. Remember to leave a comment down below. It could end up in a future video. So let's do this, shall we? So what was my most recent video about, you ask? It was this one right here. CD Projekt Red just teased a huge feature that will change the game forever. So guess what? It looks like transmog is coming to the game, and that has been, in a way, I guess you would say, officially teased. So check out my video if you want to know more about that one on the channel, but let's see what you guys had to say about it. Damien says this, new game plus, excuse me, is really the only thing I'd consider coming back for. You cannot see V, except for certain situations, so there's that. Police are spectators, laughable at best. The life paths are sick. For the hour I played them, slowly but surely this game is going to get to where everyone wants it to be. I'm happy for the option, but we're not there yet. Yeah, so maybe the expansion again will fully flesh out things. It sounds like, and this to me is good news with the expansion, is that they're going to remain in Night City and really build it up, which means they can really build up other features of the open world, like big time. They can go all in rework the police system and things like that, which again should have been in the game. So they got to be careful with a price tag on that, because people will be like, wow, you know, I don't want to have to pay for features that should have been in the game. So that's a whole other issue, unless we get those features with a free update 1.6, which I hope is the case. Now, Nick Heyer says this, or Heyer, I believe it is, says, development-wise, this is a ridiculously simple feature to add. A simple UI change is the most laborious part. It would take a competent modder a week to do this, even with the lack of CD Projekt Red's sanctioned modding framework. How about an actually substantial feature like the new story content? It blows my mind how bureaucratic their system is when it comes to updates. I have so many theories as to why, you know, it's taking so long. I honestly think a lot of the team, this is my personal opinion, is studying like mad. Unreal Engine 5 right now, readying themselves for Witcher 4, and that is their absolute priority. I know they say that they have a lot of the team working on the expansion, which I do believe is true, but I also think that they're dividing their time cautiously right now. It's kind of, they're trying to learn something new, which is always a challenge. It's stressful. So yeah, we'll see what they do with that, but I'm still cautiously hyped about expansion pack number 1, considering the success with update 1.5. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, there it is, the latest happenings around Cyberpunk 2077. Again, super hyped for Edge Runners. I cannot wait to see this one. And yes, Starfield. Remember, tomorrow, big day. There's going to be more than Starfield showcased, of course. So yeah, look out for, I hope, a ton of videos that I can make tomorrow for you all. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you all next time. Take care.